Right. Hello and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Monday edition and Tuesday edition. That's right. Doing another double feature. It's Monday night, so the Tuesday puzzle is available in my time zone. So yeah, let's get this double feature going. I know people seem to like them. Why not? I like making them. So baby's lightweight garment with snaps. Maybe a onesie? I think adults wear those too sometimes. Okra, part of speech, a proper noun. Is this like koalas? Nope. Korean. Um, not sure on this. Probably Aaron though. Rum and Coke though. Maybe Irma. Maybe anatomy like that. Seatbelt sign is on. Ends up. Sit on a chair. Sis. Um, brush stroke. We'll figure out what the theme is at the end. Booth in a diner. Effects could be irk, like annoy. A bib catches drips. Or in a minecart. Uh, beef taco, maybe. Sweeter than their names suggest, maybe tarts, because tart can mean sour. Blender would be to air. Uh, bottom row PC key. Maybe control. Alas, like a Scottish name for a girl. Renee Zellweger. Truck stops, maybe? That's the area. Probably carrot for this. Or no, it cannot. Yeah, nuns, convents, and fences, sure. OPEC, oil and petroleum exporting countries. There we go. Uh, PBS, is that right? Could be. Or no, PTA, Parent Teacher Association. Those are oceans. Lean. Gertrude Stein sounds familiar. How to manual. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Meryl Streep. Uh, a spit. Roasting on a spit. Tans in the sun. Paula, maybe? Or Paolo? At the rear, though. So could be Paula then. Thorny sources of pride. Probably rose bushes. Instruction book. Frisbee sport would be ultimate, like ultimate frisbee. Biota, I think. Use a tab key could be indent. Yoko Ono. Running joke, maybe? And Nook, yeah. Boorish or something. Yeah, because that's oopsie, I guess. The sky's the limit. TBS, maybe? And then bows, yeah. Horses, I guess. Hot oil, we'd fry them in. Delight would be joy. Greta Thunberg. Are you something? We'll come back to that. Rat on. And the wisdom to know the difference. Boat's trail would be its wake. This is probably ache. Nope, Arthur Ashe. The riser. A sash. Akin to something. Probably are you okay? I'll come back to explaining that in a second. Reasonable would be sane. Hyde Park. Formal term for college. Maybe uni, like university. Leany, someone who's under lean. And boresome. All right. So I did rush a little bit at the end. I just could feel that it was a fast time coming in. And I think that's one of my faster times, like a sub 5 minute. We'll go ahead and check on that stat after this, but let's go ahead first and admire the puzzle. So the theme, are you okay? Query of concern or a phonetic hint to two pairs of letters appearing in each of these. So are you, like the letters, are you, are you, and are you, and then okay. Letters okay, 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 and okay. Um, in terms of the theme, I liked it actually. I think these all hid their pairs quite well, and they all work quite well as just standalone answers. Instruction book um, is probably the weakest one actually. Like I would probably say instruction manual, but that's like a very small thing. I think it's still quite fine. And Rum and Coke, Brushstroke, and Running Joke are all quite solid. So yeah, I liked the theme. I think it's a simple little thing. But "Are you okay?" is definitely a well-known phrase, and it's a creative interpretation. So yeah, great theme. In terms of longer fill, yeah, pretty like mostly fine. Rose bushes, sure. Truck stops, sure. Uh, Not super exciting, but it's like fine. I think boresome is definitely a bit of a stretch in terms of a word. I also probably would have spelled oopsie with like an IE there. Biota's not my favorite word to see, and then yeah. So there are little things here and there that aren't ideal. But on the whole, I think this skewed quite clean in terms of fill. Um, I yeah, not much more to say. I mean, also Leany is not is not great, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't in terms of its bad fill. It was less things that would stump you and more things that like um yeah, like that's a little ugly to see. But it's not like proper nouns that you've never seen before, other than Paula. But I think that was crossed quite fairly. So yeah, all in all, I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Pretty solid Monday. Definitely better than average. Well, yeah. What is this? Anatomy. Yeah, okay, that's not great. Okay, I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. And yeah, I liked it. Let's go on to the Tuesday. But first, let's just see. So my best Tuesday was 448. Wow. But I want to see my best Monday solve, which is 422. Wow. So still 31 seconds behind my best there, but um, hey, maybe this Tuesday will be even faster. I somehow doubt that, but let's get it started. Probably NSA or CIA, Neptune, Chile. Um, nope. Pal, you might take fishing. All right, so this is definitely not going to be my fastest ever, so I'm just gonna take it a little chiller. Um, it's got to be a something lister. It might be even Z lister, but it might be D lister. Um, okay. Non-vegan fat. That would be lard. It's like pig fat. Comparison words could be is to, like blank is to blank as whatever, whatever. So Seattle to San Diego, that's mostly south, so it's south, south. Um, I think Seattle is more westward. Yeah, because it's all the way on the side of the country, and the country sort of slopes in. Both of them are on the coast, but um, so south southeast. Um, yeah, this is funny. This is like one of the only times I've encountered one of these clues and I've actually known where each of the cities are, and so I've been able to actually like answer it without having to rely on crosses. Um, so um, probably the first time I've ever enjoyed one of those clues. My understanding is. Um, I guess yummies and tummies. That's cute. Renowned. Oh, this has got to be Artemis. I was actually thinking Artemis for this, but uh, well, I guess it is the same answer, but yes, obviously Artemis doesn't fit here. So something interesting going on there. Also, I have to say the grid is very oddly shaped. Um, I can't put my finger on exactly what is odd about it, but it just looks quite different. Um, Tourist destination. 6 on a phone's keypad. That might be MNO. If you're doing the key, the numpad based typing, each letter has, or each number has 3 letters to it. Maybe redo in a menu, or undo. Go back is undo, of course. Relieve of a load. Unburden someone. Okay. Maybe more or fish on a pier. Plan B. Probably relent. You would go to a resort as a tourist. Avast, like Avast ye scurvy dogs, as they say. Like Eva, LA Rams. 4 pairs of crossing answers. Okay, so this must be one of those pairs, because, um, same clue and all that. Um, could be something Roman. Yeah, it could be Oslo has the scream. I think that sounds right. Eels might live in a reef. Lakeside rentals. Maybe rent a canoe by a lake. A sling. Killed Goliath with a slingshot. The alpacas related to the llama. I mean, those are doctors, but I don't know if that's what they're looking for. Oh, maybe. Well, that's just the plural, I guess. Um, God celebrated with wine, feasts, and dancing. Um, so that's oh, it's probably MD, like medical doctors, and then Dionysus. I don't know how to spell this, but Dionysus is right. But it's also Bacchus in French. Oh, I think Sidu is. I remember I was stuck on this for like an hour on a crossword way back when. Um, this could be media shy. Maybe an impasse. Israel's Netanyahu, I think Bibi. Short for Benjamin. Yeah, and then Bacchus. Yeah, so the Dionysus is the Greek one, and then Bacchus is the Roman version. Irate just means you're mad. I'd say so. Um, yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, I don't know the Roman name for Artemis, but my understanding is, I assume this must be D-lister, Diana maybe? Oh, I'll come back to that. Pal, you might take fishing, still don't know that one. Oh, and this must be, was it? Oh yeah, Poseidon. I'm so bad at spelling. Um, one of those two. This is Men in Black. Hidden assets, hidden agendas. I think that works. Ups and downs. Guess you need a net for fishing. Maybe a snow pea. That does sound chilly. Twined. Assists. Ease. Enshrine. Town crier. Maybe chum. Ah, so the thing here is chum can just mean pal, but chum also is like bait for fishes, like, it's kind of like food for them that you toss in the water. Uno, so it's Poseidon. Um, okay. Novocaine is a numbing agent, like at the dentist. I'm so dead. What is DDs? I guess Doctor Dentistry or something. Harvest goddess with a daughter in the underworld. I feel like I know it's like Persephone or something, right? Like, or no, Persephone's the daughter. Um, I think Aped is right there. Pete Sampras. A bit. Put an S there. Um, oh, this might be a tad, and then this can be Caliphate. Nope, I'm so off on my number of letters estimation. Greco-Roman, it must be. Greco like that? Yeah, that makes sense because it's the Greek name and the Roman name. Greco-Roman wrestling. Fair enough. That's a pretty cute theme. Sun Devils, I think that's ASU, Arizona State, and then Guac. I think Regina, Saskatchewan. Um, I think it's Diana. Um, an egret, snowy egret's a thing. Rad, slang for cool. Emo music. Beat it, could be scram. Bathroom tile material. Not sure. Speedo, I guess. Um, Natural weaver. I guess a spider weaves a web. A part, like a part in your hair. You're splitting not the hairs themselves, but clumps of hair, essentially. Spare me your excuses. Hourglass. Um, Demeter. Emirate. Emirate. And then Ceres, I guess. Air. And then recedes and ceramic. Very nice. Let's go ahead and admire the puzzle. So yeah, I definitely felt like it skewed maybe a bit harder than the average Tuesday, although I think it was more just like less. Yeah, I think it's fair to say it was a little harder than the average Tuesday. But I actually quite liked this. It's a uh, it's an interesting theme. I mean, it's common-ish knowledge that Greek and Roman gods are pretty much the same thing, just with different names. Um, so finding ways to cross these with each other was pretty fun. I think Diana is definitely something I didn't know before, but I was familiar with everything else other than Ceres. So I think Diana and Ceres were the ones that I hadn't heard before. Um, but yeah, I think everything worked. It's You know, there's some cute things in here like yummies and tummies. I think the grid did end up being pretty isolated, which probably led to the longer solve time overall. Um, but it wasn't like anything was completely blocked off. I like that there were still two ways to enter any of these pockets. Um, when it gets really bad is like imagine if this was blocked off, then if you're having trouble here, there's like nothing you can do to help yourself out if you can't bust in through here. Um, but yeah, then there was stuff like Unburdened or I'm So Dead, which I liked as uh, longer medium fill. As did I like Media Shy? I think that's cute. And I'm just now realizing what looked so weird to me. This is actually a different size from your usual puzzle, which is 15 by 15. This is actually 16 by 7, 8, uh, 9, 10, 15. Yeah, so it's actually not square. Um, I realized that because I noticed that, yeah, just the symmetry is um, odd here. Like the line of symmetry is not a single square. It's this like line between the squares. Um, it, not really a good or a bad thing, just kind of interesting. Um, but yeah, I thought this was a fun one. It sort of like made me slow down. I was coming into this, you know, high off of the adrenaline rush of the Monday. I'm trying to like bust this open as quickly as possible, but then really slowed me down a bit, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I think it was a fun solve all the way through. Um, I yeah, I enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.